Broders Cucina Italiana's meatballs and tomato sauce are the subject of this video. Broders Cucina Italiana is located in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Everything arrived fine. The meatballs were in a plastic bag, while the sauce was in a plastic container. There were 16 meatballs and a pint of Sugo Bette sauce. The meatballs have noticeable added components, and the tomato sauce has noticeable chunks. The meatballs are fairly large. The meatballs were cooked on a stovetop according to the instructions. They were eaten in two ways, as a meatball sandwich and with spaghetti. The sauce with the meatballs cooking has a strong and tempting aroma. The sauce, which is slow cooked, is fairly thick. It has a tomato taste, but the spices are very noticeable. The meatballs are fairly large. They have a robust aroma of garlic and other spices. The sauce is somewhat less noticeable than the rest of the sandwich. It might be due to similar spices in the meatballs. The meatballs have the taste of garlic, onions, and other spices. The onion or garlic taste is more like a raw onion. The quality of the beef and pork is fine. The meat is not chewy at all. You do get the flavors from the beef and pork. Reminds me of my mother's hamburgers. It does have a strong taste. The sauce is less noticeable, but it adds some tomato flavor to the sandwich. A delicious sandwich, especially if you like a strong onion type taste. Using the meatballs with spaghetti allows one to get the true taste of these meatballs. The texture is fine with the meatballs. You taste a strong onion flavor from the garlic. Also you taste many different flavors from the meatball. The grana padano and pecorino romano add to the deliciousness without being obvious. The sauce is fine for the spaghetti. The sauce has a tomato type taste. Somewhat sweet. There is not enough sauce to cover the noodles. The sauce is similar enough to most high-end sauces that adding another red pasta sauce will not change the taste much. The meatball dominates. Its flavor is very spicy due to the crushed red pepper. The meatballs with the tomato sauce work well with spaghetti to create a delicious meal or side dish. Broders Cucina Italiana meatballs with Sugo Bette tomato sauce can be served alone, as part of a sandwich, or as a topping for pasta. The meatballs and sauce have more of a homemade flavor than most restaurant renditions of these foods. The meatballs have an excellent texture, which is not chewy at all. The various ingredients used in preparation mesh well, making the meatballs and sauce very delicious. The sauce is thicker than most other tomato sauces because of a slow simmering process, and the spices and vine-ripened tomatoes used in making it give it an excellent taste.